Welcome to Lesson 5.7, the commutative and associative properties. Today we're going to use these two properties to simplify expressions. In this example, it says to simplify the expression by combining like terms. So I'm going to use the commutative property of addition to simplify this. If you remember from 5th grade, the commutative property of addition means that it does not matter the order of the numbers when you are adding. You will still get the same sum or answer. So let's take a look. So I want to combine anything that is the same. So here I see 5b, I see 2b, and I see b. So I'm going to combine these terms. So I've circled those. I'm also going to take a look at some others that are the same. So I see 8 and I see 9. Now I'm going to combine. So I'm going to take 5b plus 2b, and I'm going to get 7b. I'm going to cross those out because I use them. And then I see I need to subtract b. So I'm going to subtract b. Now, when I have just the letter, there is an imaginary 1 right there. If it confuses you, go ahead and draw that 1. So 7b minus 1b is 6b. Now I'm going to look at the 8 and the 9. I just need to add those, and I get 17. So now I'm going to put those together. So we have 6b plus 17. And I've used that commutative property of addition to simplify my expression. Write the term so the coefficient is in the front. Coefficient is just a really fancy term for the number that is hooked to a variable. So in this case, if I was just looking at 3f, 3 is the coefficient. It is in front of the variable f. So also over here, looking at 5g, 5 would be the coefficient because it's hooked on to g. Now, let's take a look at this. So this problem is kind of different because I do not have an addition or subtraction or multiplication sign. All I have are parentheses. What this tells me is I have parentheses 3 times f. Remember, when we have a number next to a variable, that really means 3 times f. Then I have parentheses next to parentheses, so there's really a multiplication sign there. So times 5 times g. So what I can do is rewrite that. So I see 3 times f times 5 times g. So now I'm going to combine like terms. So like before, I can circle anything that is the same. And then I'm going to put a square around anything else the same. So if I take the 3, I have 3 times 5. I know that is 15. And then the squares, I have f times g. They're both variables, so I'm going to squish them together because I know when they're next to each other that there's an imaginary times sign. Now I can put these two together so that I have 15 times fg. So that is my final answer. I have simplified this problem, and my coefficient, which is the number hooked to a variable, is in front. Today, you learned how to simplify expressions using the associative and commutative properties.